Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. This is Juan, the OC agent and nationwide real estate executives, serving all of your real estate needs in beautiful Orange County, California. Today, I have a very special guest, Isaac Chavez, superstar agent from Boise, Idaho. Isaac is part of my national network of agents who help me transition clients from California to another state. Isaac happens to be in Idaho. And since I keep getting more and more questions about this, I figured I'd bring him on and help answer some of the questions that some of my clients are asking me about potentially moving out of state and potentially moving to Idaho. So Isaac, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and the area that you serve?
Great. Thanks, Juan. Thanks for having me on today. Yeah, it's a wonderful time to be in real estate in Idaho. It feels like we've been discovered by the rest of the country. It wasn't too long ago where you would say Boise and people would say, what? Well, not anymore. I mean, the word is out. So, yeah, I've been in real estate about 14, 15 years. I'm partners with my wife, and between the two of us, we cover the entire Treasure Valley. The Treasure Valley is what we call the Boise Greater Metropolitan Area. And it encompasses about 5 or 6 different cities um, that are all surrounding Boise proper. But you can be from one end to the other in about 30 minutes. So you don't have the traffic jams that you have in Orange County, I can guarantee you.
Yeah, we definitely traffic is definitely one of the top reasons people I think are starting to leave California, especially Southern California and Orange County. So let me ask you this, Isaac. Last year we had about 700,000 people leave the state of California. A lot of them actually, one of the most popular places to go was Boise. And what's drawing people out to Boise? What are some of the things that are attracting people to that area?
Well, there's a bunch of things, but some of the obvious ones is the price of everything, the cost of living, the cost of goods is just so much cheaper than California. I hear a lot of buyers coming from California talk about how much cheaper it is to register your car here, your license plates and car insurance and house insurance and utilities, electric bills, and then of course housing prices. The average median listing price right now is just under $370,000 in Boise. And that's the median. But for $500,000, you can pretty much have a mini mansion. So you can see how a lot of people from California are selling their homes over there, coming over here, buying a very nice house, and then sometimes using the rest of the money and buying a rental property, and they still have some left over. So it's the prices, but it's also the weather. Boise is considered the banana belt of Idaho. What I mean by that is it's the drier, warmer part of the state. So we don't get too much snow in the winters. We're definitely four seasons. We are totally green. We have more trees and rivers and lakes than just about anywhere else in this part of the country. Kids can be outside year round. It's a very, very crime-free state, very clean state. Boise itself, it has really good schools, both private, uh, charter, and public schools. So when you take all of that, we have easy access to the airport. Airport is just 10 minutes from the downtown area, very easy to get to. You don't have to drive an hour or 90 minutes to get to the airport. So all of those factors are what's driving people from California to come in. I would say my business, about 70% of my clients today are literally coming from California, both to move here, but also to invest here because it is so affordable. You can buy one or two investment properties and have a guaranteed income flow. We have a 2% vacancy rate in our rental market, which is basically full occupancy. So it's almost a no-brainer as far as an investment.
Nice. So in terms of the price, right? So you mentioned a little bit about the price differences out of here in California versus Idaho, and yes, definitely here in Southern California, especially Orange County, the average price for a home right now is like 800,000. I do a lot of business in Costa Mesa, Fountain Valley, coastal Orange County, and you get prices, starting at 750,000 for like an entry home here, and that needs a lot of work, and then it goes all the way up into the millions. And so, what does the market look like for someone that's thinking about going out there?
So the cool thing about Boise is because we are, like I said, the Treasure Valley. We have different areas, and so we do have, we have a very vibrant downtown. We are the capital city of Idaho, so you have the Capitol building and all the stuff that goes with it, and all the businesses and restaurants and nightlife are in downtown. Lots of condos, high rises. So that's a certain price point, and that's going to be probably a little bit higher than the number I quoted earlier. But then we also have some really cool, I don't want to say suburbs, but maybe exurbs, like a city named Meridian. We have a city named Cuna, and those are really family centric. Lots of families move there, tons of schools and parks and activities, sports and entertainment. And those are going to be more of the price range that I mentioned, $370,000 to $400,000. But then we also have the country club setting with golf courses and mansions, and you can definitely find homes from $1 million to $1.5 million, and that's in an area called Eagle. So we have the whole gamut. And if you're willing to drive 20 minutes up the interstate, you can be in two cities called Nampa and Caldwell, which are more affordable, and you can find homes for anywhere from $250,000 to $350,000. A lot of opportunity is coming. Idaho was just ranked the second highest state for job growth this past year. We had 3% job growth. And just for comparisons, California on the same chart is 1.7%. So we're almost double what California is. So there's lots of jobs, and there's lots of companies. Amazon is building a big 3,000 job warehouse right now. We have Canon, HP, Micron headquartered here, Cliff Bars, Chobani Yogurt. There's all kinds of companies that are moving their headquarters to Boise.
Nice. So obviously, the type of people moving out to Boise come from diverse, needs and wants and like circumstances. Why don't I just say a few different types of groups of people that might be moving out there? You can tell me the neighborhood that you would recommend for them and why.
Gotcha.
All right. So families.
Definitely Meridian and Cuna.
Nice. And why?
Those are family centric with lots of school variety. This is definitely a school choice state, and homeschooling is very acceptable here as well. Lots of religious schools, lots of STEM schools, international schools. So there's just lots of variety, lots of parks, tons of sports leagues for children. And once again, very safe, very low crime rates, if almost non-existent in Meridian.
Awesome. So what about something like for young professionals?
Definitely downtown Boise. That's where all the action is. That's where you can have nice condominiums, townhouses. You can live above restaurants. You can live above shopping centers. You can live above bars. Very vibrant night scene, but it's a very compact downtown, so you can walk everywhere. We do have a lot of the e-scooters are everywhere in downtown.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a very vibrant thing here, so everybody's using that. And the best thing about Boise is it's basically flat, so everybody rides bicycles.
Oh, wow.
It's not like San Francisco, so you can ride your bicycle everywhere, and
Right.
they have those rental bikes every corner.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Great. What about for someone that like looking to retire out there?
That is definitely Eagle. Eagle is the part of Boise with lots of beautiful landscaping, golf courses galore, country clubs, lots of walking paths, activities for seniors, and price point's a little bit higher there, but still for $700,000 you can have a 3,000 square foot home with almost an acre of land, so it's perfect for that.
Wow. An acre of land?
If you wanted an acre. Vice versa, they have a bunch of beautiful townhomes, for retirees that don't want any yard maintenance.
Right. Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, out here, an acre of land is unheard of.
Yeah.
So, what about investors? Or someone looking to invest out there? Where would they look?
The best place for investors is to go a little bit further out and go to those two cities called Nampa or Caldwell. You can buy you a beautiful brand new home for $200,000 to $250,000, and you will have a renter instantly. Property management fees here are relatively affordable. Anywhere from 6 to 8% of the monthly rent is what a property manager would charge you. So it's very affordable. Airbnbs and other type of vacation rentals are very acceptable in Idaho. In fact, we have a state law that does not allow local governments or homeowners associations to prohibit vacation rentals in any way.
Wow.
So you definitely can do that. We have a vibrant market here. We have property managers that'll manage those types of properties all day long. So you don't have to worry about any of the hassle, but you get all the benefits.
Awesome.
So yeah, lots of investment properties. We do a ton of 1031 exchanges with California investors. So we're very cognizant of that. And then we also deal with a lot of self-directed IRA purchases. So for those of your clients that have, self-directed IRAs, they can use that to purchase an investment property here and get a much higher return and a more guaranteed return because, as they always say, right, there is no more real estate. You can't build more land.
Right.
So it's a finite investment.
Right. Awesome. So what advice would you give someone that's thinking about getting started or thinking about moving out there? What should they do first?
So we're in a very hot market. I mean, very fast. We have like a 1 month inventory. So you have to be ready, do all your homework, but you have to be prepared to make a decision quickly if you find a property that's attractive to you. Gone are the days of being able to spend a week thinking about a property. So we recommend that you do some online research, and then of course get connected to a good realtor here, which hopefully would be us, through you, Juan. And you have to have all your ducks in a row. The days of making an offer without having proof of funds or having a pre-approval letter from your lender, those are long gone. So if you're a cash investor, that's wonderful. Just make sure that you're able to produce a bank statement. That's all we need. We don't even need a letter from the lender, from the bank, just a bank statement with your social security number crossed out or something. And then we can close quickly. So if you're buying an investment property with cash, we can close in usually 10 business days here, sometimes less. If you're going to get a mortgage, as long as you have a solid pre-approval letter, we can usually close easily between 21 and 30 days, no problem. Our escrows do not take long here in Idaho. We do recommend a home inspection, but they're not required by law, but we do strongly recommend those. Very cheap in Idaho. Other than that, it's a pretty smooth process. We use title companies, just like California, and it's a very smooth process. Surveys are not required here generally, so they're not usually done. So the only contingency, home inspection and appraisal.
Right. Yeah. And as you probably already noticed, people coming from California to Boise, especially if they tried to buy out here, they're probably aware of the process because it's been a really tight market here and, heavily weighted towards the seller's market. For sellers, though, it's probably the best time to put your house on the market if you're thinking about making a move because it's been a really strong seller's market. The inventory has been really low, especially for homes under $1 million. You're getting multiple offers. And a lot of interest. So right now is probably the best time to list. And once that happens, Isaac, like we always do, we'll take over the logistics of it and make sure that our clients are happy and move to Boise with very little frustration. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, Isaac. I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're pretty busy out there.
No, just thank you. And, if you've never had a chance to visit Idaho and you're thinking about moving away from California but haven't decided where, come take us a visit. It's a quick flight from John Wayne Airport or Long Beach Airport to Boise on Southwest Airlines. Really cheap, really quick. Come out here for a weekend. We'd love to show you around. We definitely can show you the entire area in one weekend. But most people that come here fall in love with it. And it's a no-brainer once they're here. So thanks for having me today, Juan, and look forward to working with you.
Now, if you've been thinking about making the move, whether that be to Boise, Idaho, or some other part of the country, or you simply have some questions, leave them in the comments below. My team and I will be sure to get back to them as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.